All right, I hereby call this meeting to order. This is the special magistrate for the town of Highland Beach. Cases are going to proceed in the order in which they appear on the agenda. Once your case is called, the town will put on its testimony and evidence first. You'll have an opportunity to review any evidence that the town presents and ask questions of any of the town's witnesses, after which time you can present your own testimony and evidence, and then I will make a decision. This is a quasi-judicial hearing, which means the formal rules of evidence do not apply here. However, all testimony is taken under oath under penalty of perjury. With that said, if you're going to testify today, or you think you might testify, there's a possibility that you might testify. I'd ask that you rise, raise your right hand, and be sworn in.
By the authority vested in me as a notary of the state of Florida, do you swear or affirm that the testimony that you're about to give is the truth, the whole truth, and nothing but the truth? Thank you.
First order of business is the approval of the minutes of October 8th, 2024. I hereby approve those minutes and execute them this 12th day of November, 2024, and they are so approved. All right, town can call their first case.
This is case number CC 2023-12-017. I am Adam Osowski, Town of Highland Beach Code Compliance Officer, and I have been previously sworn in. The property address is 2474 South Ocean Boulevard. This case was last heard at the Code Board hearing on July 9th, 2024. The board ruled the respondent had until October 10th, 2024 to come into compliance, or a fine of $250 per day would be imposed. On October 2nd, 2024, the respondent notified the town requesting this case be heard to request an extension. There was a Board of Adjustment and Appeals meeting this morning where it was decided to grant the respondents a variance. They'll just need some time to obtain their building permit. And the town agrees to extend the compliance date for 30 days, which would be December 12th, 2024, or a fine of $250 to be imposed thereafter.
Is anyone here on behalf of the respondent?
Hi, Your Honor. Good afternoon. Michael Marshall, Nelson Mullins, 1905 Northwest Corporate Boulevard. As the code enforcement officer said, variance was granted. Only thing that's preventing now coming into compliance is to obtain the building permit, get it inspected, have it closed. The structure was under a permit review when all this kind of went sideways. So it's not starting anew completely with the permit, but I had the contractor here that probably has a better idea of what the time frame is. I think you said 30 days, which is fine. I mean, look, the sooner the better as far as we're concerned, but you know, we are relying on the town's permitting process, the issue as soon as possible, schedule the inspections.
I'm not going to get into the underlying issue because there's already an enforcement order here.
Make sure that we got enough time. I don't want to have to come back and keep saying, "Oh, we're still waiting for the permit." You know what I mean?
So the town has recommended 30 days. Is that a sufficient amount of time?
I think maybe you should ask the contractor.
We were in for permit the first time.
Sir, if you can come up to the microphone and introduce yourself. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Frank Bichota. I'm the property manager for the Garchecks. And we applied for a permit back in 2023 and everything was.
I read the file.
I'm sorry?
I read the file.
Okay, everything was approved except for the survey and the setback. So we'll have to resubmit everything. I have everything. We have a new contractor, Cudmore. He was our original contractor on the project, and the Garchecks are going to hire him, and we'll start the whole process. If, you know, they accept our paperwork and everything goes through by December 12th, that's fine.
Do we have a meeting scheduled for magistrate in December, right? All right. Why don't we go with the 30 days? If there's a legitimate reason that you can't meet the 30 days, you can come and tell me about it on the 10th. Does that work for the town?
Perfect. Perfect.
All right.
Yeah, well, it's portal process, so we're at your mercy, you know?
All right. So in case,
Yeah, I have everything with me. I talked to the contractor today. I'm gonna hand deliver it, and whatever I have to do to make this thing move forward, that's what I'm gonna do.
keep in mind that failure to do what you're supposed to do is not a good reason. Okay. All right.
No, we definitely do need to do.
Yeah.
Our only concern is just,
You have to come up and talk into the mic because it's all being recorded.
our only
Yeah.
concern is just making sure that like the town's processes.
Right,
I
if there-
mean,
if there's
it's not the end of the world. We can
I'm
come
not,
back and
I'm
talk to
not
you about that.
unreasonable. If you
Yeah.
get everything in and the fault is not your own, come tell me about it and we'll talk about it. All right.
Sounds good. Thank you.
All right. In case 2023-12-017, I extend the compliance date to December 12th, 2024, or a fine of up to $250 per day may issue.
If there's nothing, the variance isn't in the system yet, just let them know how they possibly are angry or get it.
Thank you both for coming in. All right, what's next?
Easy. The next three cases that are on the agenda, the town's gonna pull as all three are now in compliance.
Those are my favorite kind of cases. All right, this might be a record even for me. I am notoriously quick, but you guys are increasing my my skill. I think that's it on the agenda, right? All right, seeing no further business for us, this meeting is hereby adjourned.